won't you? Step 2, let's get a little deeper. Tell me your secrets, cause you know they're safe with me. Step 3, tell me about your future, about your goals, what's the passion, what's the move? Cause I don't care about the things in between us. All that matters now is you and me. There's something about your accent, it's got me falling, it's got me falling for you. Anything can happen if it's meant to be. Make it so hard to breathe. Let me set the vibe, make everything nice. Don't worry, don't be shy, come through at any time. Let me show you off in anything you like. Can we do this for life? Can we do this for life? Surprisingly, shorty using my flow, said she feeling me. Wearing all my clothes, moving with me, fulfilling all my fantasies. She said, be real with me, cause I know love comes with a lot of things. Just cause you know I'm a rider, babe, hop on the back and ride with me. I don't care about the things in between us. All that matters now is you and me. Let me set the vibe, make everything nice. Don't worry, don't be shy, come through at any time. Let me show you off in anything you like. Can we do this for life? Can we do this for life? There's something about your accent that's got me falling for you. And anything can happen if it's meant to be. You make it hard to breathe. And maybe it's your accent. There's something about your accent, it's got me falling, it's got me falling for you. Anything can happen if it's meant to be. You make it hard to breathe. And maybe it's your accent.
Right, guys, welcome again to Start Here, episode 3.
Episode 3.
We changed it a little bit today. We're not going so much with the full band. We got a solo artist. We got our boy Jay Ammo. Me and June have known Jay for a number of years now, so we figured today was a good day to bring him out.
Yeah, man, I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Now, Jay, you and June know each other through the same circuits that we all do. Like, I met you guys both at open mic back home.
Yeah.
But tell me how you came into playing music, and tell us a little bit about your story as a musician.
Well, I came up doing music since I was 14. I started out in church, as everybody would know, but I was a quiet kid. I never said anything or did anything, but every year, my church, before Sunday school closes for the year, they do like a little pageant. So every class comes in and they do their thing. And I had a teacher, a Sunday school teacher, R.I.P., I miss her. She actually forced me to go on stage and do a song, so I came up and I practiced, and nobody really knew that. Not even my family, they don't even know I sang, right? So I started practicing this song over and over, and I told my mom, I was like, yo, this Sunday I'm gonna do a solo. She was like, you? In front of people? That's not gonna happen. I was like, why? I bet you money. I bet her money. I won, of course.
Yeah. How much you won?
Bet you, Mom. I'll show you, Mom.
I was saying, man, and when it was time, I started getting cold feet. I started shaking. I thought I was gonna pass out. And then she looked at me. She was like, hey, are you ready? I was like, no, I don't want to do it anymore. And she was like, you're going to do it. So she got up and she ran up to the MC. And the lady thought it was a girl that was supposed to go on stage and sing. She was like, okay, we have a brave young lady that's going to come up and do a song.
No.
And then when she said that, my teacher was like, stand up and go. So I stood up and everybody's looking at me. They thought I was going to the bathroom. And then I beeline to the podium. Yeah. And I started singing, and then from then on, they wrote me into the choir.
Oh, man, that started a whole thing, huh?
Yeah,
so this Sunday school teacher kind of pushed you into performing then?
Yeah, man.
She was like, get out there,
She blindsided me, man. She just made me do it. Yeah, it's good, though. It's what I needed. Not what I wanted, but it's what I needed.
True.
Yeah.
And would you just continue up until you graduated high school and stuff and into adulthood?
Yeah, music never, ever stopped. I mean, it's been tricky being that not having support from the people that's closest to you, because it's like music can't feed you and put food on the table. You know the whole spiel.
Right, for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, I kept going back and forth with it until I ran into you guys at Rebel. that actually saved music for me. Because I was ready
Great to
to
hear.
just call it quits and just do a regular 9 to 5 and all that stuff. You know what I mean? And then I saw the open mic and I asked when can I come on and play. They were like Tuesday nights, and since then I just kept doing music.
Kept going in, huh?
Yeah, I saw Jay at the open mic as well. First time seeing him, like this man is talented.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna go places, and it's worth really like following it on social media. You got music video going on.
Yeah, man, you've been grinding like mad, man.
Yeah.
You really have.
Yeah, man.
Putting in the work.
A new one coming soon, man. Just saw the edits, and it's really, really good. I can't wait to put it out.
Excellent. Good to hear. So you started 14 in church, and you said after school, like I know you and June talked about it. You joined the army, the military.
Yeah, ex-military.
Ex-military.
Not quite. I mean, after high school, I was in a trade school for about 4 or 5 years. So I did that. I was like an electrician for 5 years. That was all while I was in Guyana, which is my home country.
Okay.
So yeah, and I moved to America, Jersey City to be exact. 2016. Yeah, I moved there 2016, and a year after that, I was like, you know what, I can't struggle like this, so I'm gonna join the army. Maybe I'll have a better opportunity. Right. Since then, I joined up in 2017, and it's been good ever since.
So that's what brought you to Clarksville too, then. I'm assuming.
Yeah. I wasn't going to continue with the military because I was in New York, upstate New York,
right.
And then I deployed to Afghanistan, and after that, I was gonna get out, but my higher leadership, he was like, bro, you don't seem like you have a good plan. He was like, what do you want to do? I was like, I want to do music. He was like, are you serious? I was like,
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Classic. Are you serious?
It was like, okay, then give it another try. Why don't you go to Nashville? At that point, I didn't know what Nashville was.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But I was still new to the country.
Yeah, I was like, it's this culture shock.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He was like, go to Nashville. Go to Music City, man. I was like, what's Music City? So he Googled a picture and shoved it in my face. He was like, this is where it's at. I was like, you sure? He's like, yeah, give it a shot. I promise you won't be let down or disappointed. So, sure as shit, I signed up again and then came down here. I'm stuck here now. So yeah.
Right. Are you out now or are you still in?
No, I'm out now.
You're out now?
Yeah, it's almost been a year now since I got out.
Just get out. Okay.
Yeah.
But you've obviously stuck around these parts and
man,
found your kind of home in it all.
I love it out here, man. The vibe is different. It's quiet from what I'm used to, so that's what I like. That part of it reminds me of home a lot.
True.
The peace.
True.
Yeah.
I just want to touch up on the military aspect of, you're a veteran like me, and I'm always proud of like when someone get out of the military and keep grinding and not losing their passion. Like, the military is kind of tough. Like they're doing the same thing over and over again, and you feel like when you get out, like what I'm gonna do now.
Right.
And especially like like when it comes to music, like music's kind of like my therapy when I was in. Like if I don't have music in my life, it's gonna be hard.
I imagine so.
I hear you, man.
And now like you're out here in a kind of like in a similar kind of like journey, and I'm just really proud of that. Seeing a fellow veteran kind of like getting after it after the military. Yeah, it's really good.
Chasing the dream still.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a choice, man. It's a good one too. My nickname when I was in was Pandora because everybody used to be so stressed out at the end of the day. They're like, yo, Pandora, sing us to sleep. A whole room full of grown ass men asking me to sing them to sleep.
I believe it. I was gonna say, did your whole company ever ask you to sing sometimes?
Every day, every single day.
He become the music guy that way.
Yeah, that's how it started.
They find your talent, they'll use it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They use it,
man. So I know some of your influences and some of the people that you've referenced to me, and we've talked about it before. Did you really like dive head into like popular music when you started singing after church, or were you more into spiritual music and non-secular? Like, were you like?
I dove right into pop
You went right into then? Yeah. Then was Ed Sheeran kind of from the get-go?
Yeah. Well, I started off like everybody where I'm at. I started off with Michael Jackson at first.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
okay.
And then I started moving my way up the R&B chain, and then I found Ed Sheeran's music through listening to Taylor Swift. Like, my sister listened to Taylor Swift a lot.
Right.
So she made me listen to it. And I was like, who's this guy? And one of her songs, they did like a collab on.
Yeah.
And since I found out about him, that's all I've listened to for about 2 years. That's the only,
Nice.
That was just it.
Who, is there anybody else, any other big influences on the list?
Yeah, I mean, it's a comedian, Kevin Hart. His work ethic is insane.
Okay, yeah.
And obviously, you guys too are my influences. For real, because it makes me feel good knowing that there's a shot for me too, because you guys have been
A culture
doing it
of
for a minute.
grinding, man.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's a
Yeah, man,
culture
it's
of
all
putting
about
it
good
in.
connections and everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I've seen you, like I said, I mentioned, I've seen you kind of go from being the new timid guy I barely knew at open mic to being like, no, you're like one of us, Jay. What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
Yeah, man.
And it's good to see that kind of as June pointed out. Like, I think even Clarksville itself is a military town, so I've been surrounded by men coming and going from that lifestyle my whole life, and it's interesting to see the transplants that the military brings through the city. You know, there's people from all over the world, all different places, but at the end of the day, oftentimes you'll find the connecting threads everywhere, and you'll find somebody from the other side of the world who loves the same music you do.
I know.
And he might be, you know, I've worked with a couple different soldiers that are coming out or doing like side gigs, like we're gonna bar stuff, and guys that are like stacked up in tattoos, like out the Indian service. What are you listening? Are you listening to Thundercat? Yeah, I'm listening to Thundercat. Yeah, you listening to Thundercat. I'm like, and the military, it's such a conglomerate of people, and you imagine the different people in different cultures that you're constantly surrounded with, and not only surrounded with, but you're like put into the pot with. Go make this happen with them. Go work with these people.
I know, and it's been great. It's been great because I never really listened to country music at all, before. So when I came here, I was like, oh, yo, this song sounds pretty good. Right. And when I heard him sing the first time, I was like, yo, did you write that? He was like, no, it's an actual country song. I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna start looking it up. Right. But I like his version better. But you know.
It's that's when you really get in the midst of things, and you, especially with like a lot of open mic cultures. There's been way too many instances in my life where I like someone I know's version of a song way more than the recorded version. I'm like, man, it's not this person singing it. I don't care about it then.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question about that the music video Parachute? Can you give us a rundown, like your experience? Because you know, when I saw it, it was like, Jay has a music video. I just saw it in an open mic one night. Now it has a music video.
Yeah,
and that's pretty cool. Like I
grinding, baby, grinding.
Yeah. Can you just give us like your experience and share us like what your inspiration for that?
Sure. For that video, I had to step out of my comfort zone and into a new me, so to speak. Because I had a 9-to-5 before. I quit that because I wanted to do music every single day. So I have a buddy in Vegas, and he does like film and stuff like that. He's a very famous guy. His name is Electro Horse. He called me up. He was like, bro, you need to come out and do a video for your song because you have an EP out and you don't have any kind of visuals for it.
To go with it.
And people love visuals.
That's everything.
Yep.
Yeah. And he was like, bro, just come out, get you some outfits together, and then we'll shoot the video and we'll talk about the rest. I was like, are you sure, man? I was like back and forth about it for like 2 days. And I was on the phone with one of my friends. I was talking to him about, bro, I don't know if I should continue to do this music stuff. It's like, it's a lot of pressure. He was like, bro, take your time, have fun with whatever you're doing, and make sure whatever you put out is great. So I called him up. I was like, bro, I'm ready to come to Vegas. That same night, I bought a ticket for the next day. Flew out to Vegas.
On the dime, baby, on the dime.
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking the whole time. I was like, I don't know what to do.
What am I doing? Am I doing the right thing?
Yeah, I'd never been on camera before like that. And we found a great spot out in Vegas called Nelson's Ghost Town. It's where they shoot movies and stuff like that. It's like an old school ranch. It's beautiful out there. And we got everything together. I had to make a parachute from scratch with a tarp and some rope that we had laying around. And yeah, man, that's how everything
made
came.
It work.
Yeah.
And that plane, was that in there or was that the plane?
The plane? Oh yeah, that was in there. That was at the site. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, I know, awesome. Man.
So you said that's off the EP.
Yeah.
Tell us about the EP a little bit.
Oh, the EP is called Red, man. It's basically the whole transition of me getting out of the army, going through relationships, you know how that go. Yeah. And that after that breakup, it sparked a whole bunch of anger for a little bit that I had to let out, but I didn't know how to do it, so I started writing. And since I started writing, my producer, he was like, bro, you should do an EP with this. 4 good songs, 5 good songs, and you'll be solid. Call it Red. I was like, why? He said, because red is like a color of passion. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be rage. It doesn't have to be like being sorrowful or all that.
Instance.
Yeah, it's just, for the ambiance of it. So since then, we put it out. He said he loved Parachute. I threw him a couple other songs for it. He's like, yo, this one is your number 1. Keep this, make a video of it, and then everything just fell into place.
Pushing it. Is Red your first EP release then?
Oh no, I have a whole album out that I put out like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's called 4 Seasons. I'm wearing the shoes that I had custom made for it. It says 4 Seasons on the side of it.
Nice.
And before that, before I met all of you guys, I did another EP called Culture. That was back in 2019. So it's a lot of work.
Culture, 4 Seasons, Red.
Yeah,
dropping
man.
left and right, Jay.
I know, man. But it shows the transition of where my sound was a crappy place. It was all right for a beginner, but it was still.
But you can see the growth in the transition through the catalog.
Yeah, if you listen from everything from back then all the way up to now, the transition is beautiful.
Excellent.
That's great. Do you have any advice for like fellow, active duty right now or military personnel right now that's going through this type of journey that want to go straight to music or after the service? Do you have any kind of like advice for them?
Yeah, man. The best advice I've ever gotten about that is be your biggest supporter first before you rely on anybody else for support, and most importantly, enjoy what you do and have fun along the way, even in the bad times, because it's gonna be shitty some days. You know what I mean? So have fun with what you're doing and make sure you support yourself 1,000% first, because that's gonna be your make or break. If you keep relying on other people, they're only gonna let you down sometimes. Unless you have one solid person or 2 solid people in your corner, you'll be all right. But still, be your biggest support system first.
That's really good. Thanks.
Rely on yourself. Very true.
It's true.
So you have any shows coming up?
Oh, I have one at Kings Bluff next weekend, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it because I had some bad news recently. I lost my best friend.
Man, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, so I don't know. This month is going to be kind of weird.
A little transitional, I got you.
It's weird how quick people can get snatched away from you, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. You're absolutely right, man.
And my biggest regret is him not being able to see me perform at all. But he's watching every show now.
Right. They're around all the time now. What kind of plans you got for the future? What are you trying to get on the books? What are you trying to make happen now? Now that you've got the EP together, you got the video content. What's the next steps for JMO?
Man, first, I gotta get some radio tours going on, get my name out there a little bit more.
Nice.
Second, trying to do more shows and make sure everybody knows the name and are familiar with my music and everything like that. And eventually that'll blow up into getting a lot of more music videos done for my content, because I have a lot of songs just laying around, just collecting dust, waiting for me to have an idea, a creative moment where, I need a video for this or I need a video for that. And then eventually it'll turn into me opening up for big people like you.
Right. You're just trying to get the content rolling and get the snowball together. That's the name of the game,
snowball.
baby.
Yeah.
And man, you say like me, we live in a world now where you may get up tomorrow and have a new ditty in your head that you put on TikTok, and within 3 days you have bigger shows than any of us have ever had.
Wildfire.
That's the world we live in now.
I know, man. That happened for...
All it takes is one, baby. Look, the biggest song in the world right now is from 2 little ladies that are singing about fishes. And that's all. That's all over the internet everywhere.
Yeah, that's how it happened for one of my friends too. You put out just a freestyle of him, and then after that, it just went
opportunities, baby, opportunities.
Yeah. But you can't really get that if you don't get yourself.
You can't grind.
Yeah, and speaking of getting yourself out there, do you have any social media platform and kind of
I do.
Viewers?
I do, man. I got YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you listen to music from Deezer's, all of that stuff, and Instagram at my name, JayAmmo.
Heck yeah.
Find everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, man, we look forward to seeing what new stuff you bring out in the future and how you get this snowball rolling. Yeah. Appreciate you for your time.
Yeah. And I just want to add one more thing. Again, this is episode 3. I just want to give a big shout out to Liquid Smoke for accommodating us here.
Yeah, we're here in Liquid Smoke in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
It's a really cool spot. You really have to check out their bathroom. It's really good. They have fish tanks and everything. But again, I appreciate all the support from Liquid Smoke. Again, appreciate you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Man, JMO.
Yeah, thanks for telling us the story of JMO, boss.
Thank you.
No problem,
that'll wrap up episode 3. Thank you.